Now, we all know rugby league never sleeps, people. That's why we love it. It's only been 3 days, can you believe, since the Warriors sacked their head coach, Steve Kearney, and already moves are being made by coaches and their representatives to drive the next wave of change. So there's many moving pieces at the moment, PK, but Wayne Bennett has gone on the record with Peter Bedell, who we'll speak to later in the show, in the Courier Mail, and it would seem, based on his comments, you can read them to us in just a moment, that if this is a game of cards, based on what's available and what clubs could be looking for, that Wayne holds all the cards.
Yeah, look, he did do that. Look, Bedell, obviously, the speculations come out the past couple of days that Wayne going to the Warriors, that they're looking at him. Well, Wayne has come out today and said he won't be going to the Warriors, and then asked about his future. So I'm very happy at South. The Rabbitohs want me to stay, and there are no ifs and buts there. They won't do to me what the Broncos did to me.
That's a shot across the bow.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
The fact is, I think Wayne is very smart in this area. There's speculation right now about 5 clubs in the NRL: Bulldogs, Sharks, Dragons, Cowboys, and obviously the Warriors. If you're a coach, Wayne's got next year to go in his contract, then he's unemployed. So he can't wait for another year. If there's 5 gigs going at the moment, potentially, not all will be, but potentially, next year is the wrong time to wait to get into the market. So it's to get the smart players to get into the market now. And I think today was a classified ad.
And to be fair, he probably just doesn't need to do a hell of a lot. I mean,
of course he doesn't. Like, well, look, but Wayne brings a roster, the intelligence to build a roster that can win you a comp. And some of these clubs are just continual failures at doing that. Other clubs have had their moment and are on the shift backwards. Wayne can come in and turn that around.
In fairness to Wayne, I know for a fact that this was first mentioned, I think, 2 days ago, the Warriors link. And he told me at the time privately, it ain't happening. He's gone on the record with Pete Bedell today and said it's not happening. He's made a commitment. Like when he left the Broncos, he signed a 2-year deal and then it was brought forward a year, so it was a 3-year deal. And he made a commitment that he was going to South for the 3 years. It was Shane Richardson where they'd made a decision that they wanted to have a coach beyond that. So that's Jason Demetriou.
Yes.
They've come out and made an announcement this year that Jason takes over at the end of next year. From my conversation so far with Wayne, he's got no intentions of leaving Souths. He's spoken about his relationship with the players.
That might be the case.
With Adam and with Cody and Latrell and Damien Cook and the lot of them. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you the conversations we've had. I know his name's being linked to all these ones, but at this moment, I'm not sure if it's him doing the linking or the journo's doing the linking.
Well, I
don't disagree with that.
I just wonder if the perfect environment is being created for Wayne to consider his options beyond his current deal and maybe midway through his deal. Because some of these clubs you mentioned...
He'll sack himself like he did at Newcastle.
Well,
he'll say Jason Demetriou is ready to go. Jason Demetriou is more than ready to go next year. And if Wayne's got an opportunity to go to another NRL club next season...
You're rewriting history, mate. He never sacked himself at Newcastle.
He said that himself. He said that's his quote.
I'll tell you what happened at Newcastle.
I sacked myself was his quote.
Nathan Tinkler went
Well, there you go. You want to believe him, you don't want to believe him.
I'm just telling you what happened,
You believe what he tells you in private, but you don't believe what he tells everyone in public.
I'm telling you what happened.
That's his quote.
Yes, when he left. But they'd also changed every condition of that contract, Paul. They'd done it to all his staff at the time, mate. They weren't paying their bills.
All right, I don't want to get into he said, she said on Wayne Bennett.
It is what it is.
We will drag it back to the current situation. And when I look at the clubs that are potentially going to be in the market for a new coach, I'm telling you, I am heavily considering Wayne Bennett. There will be a queue. And if the Rabbitohs have agreed that they are not going to let him go beyond next year, that's going to Jason Demetriou. Do you think Wayne deserves the respect of maybe extending his career at another club and the Rabbitohs would consider letting him go? Because they will be knocking...
That's what I'll say. Of course they will.
They will be knocking on his door this year.